a shoe, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, today's going to be a little bit different. Today, we're going to talk about companies feeling themselves. Now, listen, nobody's immune to feeling themselves. A lot of these companies get a chance to win a generation or sell in unprecedented numbers the console before they absolutely lose their mind. These guys lose their minds in ways that you have never heard of before. They've lost their mind in such a fashion that they feel that they can sell you anything, anyway, and anyhow. And they wrap it in such a beautiful package to make you believe that you're getting something great, when actually all they want is more control and more of your money. The fact of the matter is this. Me being an Xbox guy is only because they lost so good. They lost so good to the PlayStation 4, they was actually becoming the most consumer-friendly console that I've ever seen. The value in Xbox is at an all-time high. The value in Game Pass is at an all-time high. The value in the console is at an all-time high. Actually, the Xbox console is the only console to get right now, unless you got a PC. But at the moment, because they lost the generation, the last one, they had to bend the knee to the consumer. They had to do everything that they possibly can do to get the consumer to look at them, to show some value, to give everything basically away. They put their games day one aside Game Pass at a $20 a month price tag if you got Game Pass Ultimate. They give you cross-title entitlements, cross-saves, cross-progression, cross everything. Cross it off the list. They want to make sure that they get you in the building. Actually, their next console is going to have Steam on deck. They just want you there. So if you don't see the value in what they're doing, and it's only because they got their ass kicked, right? Let's be real. Because the moment they would have won, they would have shafted us. But let me talk about people that have won, that have shafted us. Let's get to that, because this is a different show today. This is the shafting show. Pause. At the end of the day, you're going to realize the more they win, the more you lose. PlayStation won the PlayStation 2 generation. And here's your reward for winning the PlayStation 2 generation. You're supported. You helped make them the best of the best, the brightest of the brightest, the ones that's on top. You help these people buy cars, buy jets, do everything that they possibly could ever imagine. Sony was riding high, and guess what they did to you? Put the hoof straight in your ass.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Phil. So we have given you a glimpse into the world of PlayStation 3, a world that lives in high definition and transcends imagination. We have shown you that PlayStation 3 is the most advanced computer entertainment system in the world, designed for games as well as to manage a myriad of entertainment content and network services. We introduced a new controller that seamlessly integrates innovation of free movement with the de facto industry standard game controller from PlayStation and PlayStation 2. And before we close our presentation for today, I did want to share with you some information that may be of interest to at least some of you. Today, we're pleased to announce the global PlayStation 3 launch details. We will make PlayStation 3 available via a two-configuration plan, one with a 60GB hard drive disk and the other with a 20GB hard drive. PlayStation 3 will ship in Japan on November 11, 2006. In Japan, the 20 gigabyte PlayStation 3 will retail for 59,800 yen. And the 60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 will have an open price, which the retailers will set. In North America, the PlayStation 3 will be available at retail on November 17th, 2006. The 20 gigabyte PlayStation 3 will retail for $499 US and 549 Canadian dollars. And the 60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for $599 US, $659 Canadian. PlayStation 3 will be available in Europe and Australasia on November 17th, 2006. We will sell the 20 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for 499 euros and the 60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for 599 euros, including VAT. We will be ramping up production to meet the already unprecedented demand for PlayStation 3. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we will ship 2 million PlayStation 3 units worldwide during the launch period.
Now, Xbox, they won the 360 generation. They kicked the PlayStation's ass from here to there. They did everything that they wanted to do to the PlayStation. They knocked the PlayStation out here. They knocked the PlayStation out there. They gave you the games. They gave you the exclusives. They did everything possible with the 360. The 360 even had the red ring of death, and they still came out on top. Because you know why? Customer service mattered. What they did, you got the red ring of death. You send your Xbox in. Your 360 was fine. They send you a whole new one. They messed up, they fixed it. And imagine this, if the 360 never had the red ring of death and they just continued to rock on, they would have stomped the PlayStation 3 out crazy. But at the end of the day, they actually did it with the 360 and they rewarded your ass with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
TV experience. TV and movies. TV. Xbox. Watch TV. 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 Watch TV. TV. TV remote. TV experience. TV. Sports TV. Anybody? TV. TV. Xbox, go home.
TV.
Sports,
Television,
TV. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler. Sports.
Television. I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series.
Television, TV, sports.
television, TV. For Call of Duty,
an entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. Call of Duty. One
of the fascinating new additions to your...
Now, here comes our good buddies, our great friends, our dudes that we understand that they won the PlayStation 4 generation. And guess how they fixed it for you? They got a pro version. And guess what they said? The pro version is going to rock your socks. Let's see exactly what the PlayStation 5 Pro has done for you, because you supported that PlayStation 4. You was there. They had all the exclusives. They had God of War. They had Spider-Man. They did all of that. And you, as a sucker, said, yo, I'm down for the PlayStation 5. So they gave you an underpowered weak console. But you said, guess what? It can't get no worse. They raised the price on the console once they already released it. They gave it for one price and they raised it up $50 more. But they said, yo, you know what? I'm still down with PlayStation 5. But you took it to the next level and said, yo, get them a PlayStation 5 Pro. And let's see how that went. So now let's get to the last culprit in all this situation. Now, Nintendo has always been a nefarious individual. I'm telling you, they have been this way since their inception. They have always been a greedy, diabolical company, but they always have masked under disguise of being a kid-friendly machine. A machine where you can go and live and have fun. But what happened? They came out with the Wii, and they did it. They destroyed. They dominated. But then they came out with the Wii U and fell flat on their face. Boom! High price, mixed messaging. Nobody knew what the hell this thing was, but I got one. I got one over there. The price never went down. Still 500 and some change. This is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it flopped. And then came the Switch. They learned their lesson. They got on their knees. They were humble. They said, please, don't beat us anymore. And they gave you the Switch, and the Switch did everything that you asked for it to do. It was an underpowered device that played under your television, but you took it on the go, and you liked it. And it sold over 140-something million units. Bug out moment. It's time. It's time. It's time for Nintendo to say, F you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for bringing me back. You breathed new life into me, human. This is exactly what I asked for. You stupid consumer. Now it's time to shaft you. And boy, are they going to give you it. They're going to give you old hardware. Guess what? Wrapped with a new price. And guess what? They're going to do DRM like you've never seen before. I'm telling you. Where is PlayStation to tell you how you share a game? Because they got virtual game card, but PlayStation, tell me how you share a game, please.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
Now that we understand exactly how you share a game, and PlayStation taught us, why can't Nintendo get it right? But guess what they did? They did exactly what I expected them to do. They were exactly who we thought they were. Price reveal is definitely going to give you sticker shock. Oh boy, wait till you see this.
We're also getting our first look at this. The new Nintendo Switch 2. It's a sequel console to the wildly popular first edition that was released back in 2016. But as with most new things, it comes with a hefty price tag. Yes, the Switch 2 going to cost you about $450. Quite a bit more than the first generation model's $300 price tag, which was also not cheap. The release date is scheduled for June 5th, so start saving up.
So at the end of the day, people, understand all these companies are here to shaft you. They're here to run it up on you bums. They don't give a damn. And I'm telling you, as an Xbox fan, and trust me, I'm only an Xbox fan. Why? Because they're doing the most to keep you close. They're doing everything hand over fist. They don't care. But these other companies that are actually in the position of winning are stomping you in your guts, and they don't give up. Trust me when I tell you this, right? So Nintendo is the new Xbox. They took Xbox playbook and said, let's run with this. This is where we're going with it. And if you don't believe it, I'm just going to show you one more thing
for games.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think people are going to love it, and then they're going to understand what we're trying to create and how it links games and entertainment, the functionality of the box, some of the advantages that you get of having a box that is designed to use an online state. So that, to me, is a future-proof choice, and I think people could have arguably gone the other way if we didn't do it, and fortunately we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360.
Right. So stick with 360. That's your message if you don't, like it?
If you have zero access to the internet, that is an offline device. I mean, seriously, when I read the blogs and thought about who's really the most impacted, there was a person who said, hey, I'm on a nuclear sub, and I don't even know what it means to be on a nuclear sub, but I've got to imagine that it's not easy to get an internet connection.
So now that you know that they got a Switch for you, what the hell are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep that same energy? Are you gonna keep it true? Or are you just gonna turn around to Nintendo, toot it up and boot it up until your ass cheeks is black and blue? You saw what I did? Put that together for you. But yo, if you liked anything in this video, and I know you did, like, follow, and subscribe. This is the whip-ass edition of Xbox Frontline News. Sometimes you got to get your snot box rocked and your eyes blacked for you to understand who the consumer is. If you don't see value in Xbox, If them getting their ass whipped didn't show you exactly who's the boss when it comes to this, they don't want you to go anywhere. Trust me. PlayStation, $750. The Switch, $500. Camera, separate, Yo, when you total it up, you're pushing like $900. Yo, $90 games, B? What do you think, you Neo Geo? Who the hell do you think you are? But yo, like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Become a member. Members the lifeblood of the stream. Yo, check it out. I'll be dropping some reviews in the background for members. If you like this, I got more. I'm moving and shaking out here. I'm the king. I'm Mr. 98% right all the time. And I told you, that Switch should be $500. And what did they do? Do exactly what I said. Rock your snot box. Put your head to bed. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around somebody because you need a blanket, baby. Try to play the Game Pass because that's where the money's at, boo.